Gather you round for another tale I bring, this one of shadows, silence, and unerring aim. It is the tale of Atollos of the southern wilds, a man whom fate carved not with the hammer of war, but with the chisel of patient solitude and deadly precision. Long ago, beneath a canopy of the greywood forest of Callum, where the mist dances like ghosts, and even the birds learn to hush their song, there lived a man known only by one name, Atollos. None knew whence he came, nor who sired him. Some say he was born of mortal woman, and a wandering spirit of the hunt. Others claim he walked forth from the woods already grown, with bow in hand and silence in his eyes. What is known and spoken with awe across the southern lands is that none could match his skill with bow or blade. His arrows flew straighter than justice, and his dagger struck with the certainty of fate. In the wilds, he was as much predator as man. In taverns, his name was whispered like prayer. But 'twas not only his aim that made him feared and revered, it was his mind. A craftsman of the wildest kind, Atollos shaped traps from root and stone, snare and spring, with cunning unmatched by any guild-trained engineer. Many a bandit and beast alike met their end not from his arrow, but from the forest itself, shaped to his will. His most famed exploit came when he captured the dread snow leopard of Eisenfeld, a beast of killing renown, a blood-hardened rage. While others would have slain it, Atollos saw fire in its eyes. Kindred spirit to his own, he named the beast Dire, and over long months with quiet strength and unmatched patience he tamed it. From that day on, Dire became his silent shadow, both companion and sentinel, ever by his side. Though a man of few words, Atollos' deeds echoed louder than 1,000 cries. He would vanish into the mountains for moons, returning only to deliver meat for villagers starving in the frost. The elven lord Mino, the ruler of the eastern glades, bestowed upon him the feather sigil of the hunt, an honor rarely granted to any outside the elvenkin. For Atollos had shared his bounty without request, and protected the sacred groves when shadows crept near. In the press of battle, where others would falter, Atollos stood unflinching. Once, when ambushed in the crags of Raven's Pass by 10 foes, mind you, he fought like the wind made flesh. It is told he slipped between blades, his senses sharpened beyond measure, as though the very world whispered to him where death would strike. His arrows sang, his daggers danced, and ere the sun had shifted, all 10 foes lay slain, and Atollos stood bloodied but breathing. Among comrades, he speaks little but does much. The fires he builds last long, the food he gathers sustains many. He's the one who sees what others miss, who fortifies the trenches, who scouts the paths, who studies the spirits of warriors with a silent nod. So it is that Atollos, the shadow of Callum, is known across the land, not for speeches, not for banners, but for arrows that find hearts, for traps that guard the weak, and for a quiet honor that bands him surely to the cause of good than any oath ever swore. Should ye see a blur upon a high ridge, or a snow-furred shape watching from the trees, take heart, or take caution, for Atollos is near, and he never misses.